What up, fam? How y'all doing out there today? Sending my prayers and my blessings and love and light and all the good things and whatever you need headed your way. So I'm being called today to do a little read on the eclipse portal that we're entering from today up to September 21st. Today is the full moon, and it is a lunar eclipse full moon as well. So from this lunar eclipse, which is today into tomorrow, we're having an eclipse portal for the next 2 weeks, and there will be another solar eclipse on September 21st that will accompany the new moon. So it's really interesting period of transition and transformation and change that is surrounding us right now. So we just want to get some guidance, if we can, from you, Great Spirit, the Most High God, our Mother of Creation. We call on you. That's the one. Turkey. Interesting. That is your energy right now, is the turkey. I'm gonna take a look because I'm not super familiar with that card. Turkey medicine was that of many saints and mystics. Celebrate if you have turkey medicine. Your virtues are many. You have transcended self. You act and react on behalf of others. You aspire to help those who need help. It's not out of some self-righteous moralism or religious guilt. It's saying that it is knowing that the Great Spirit resides within all people. It is acknowledgement that what you do for yourself, you also do for others. And what you do for others, you do for yourself. Turkey medicine rests in true ego and enlightenment, doing unto others and feeding people the message of all true spiritual systems. It says, you may have won the lottery, congratulations. Or the gift may be a beautiful sunset or the smell of a fragrant flower. On the other hand, you may feel the spirit of giving growing within you and wanting to share with others. Beautiful energy. It's funny, it may be the smell of a fragrant flower. I've been really getting from Spirit that we need to stop and smell the flowers that so often we get saturated with all of this worldly responsibilities and stuff that we have to take care of, and it's like we don't allow ourselves to just enjoy the magic and the magnificence of the moment. So I think Spirit is calling for that right now, for us to really be still and be here now and be present, and that during this sort of pause to really look at our foundations and to be willing to work on those foundations. And that is the point of the slower periods in life. It's that there's areas in the foundation that, say, aren't stable. And if you had tried to build on that, it would have crumbled and collapsed. And a lot of times this is what it looks like when we try to build something in our life and it doesn't work out. It's because the foundation wasn't stable. So when we have these kind of down periods energetically where things aren't really rushing or in motion or moving, Spirit is just asking us to be still, smell the flowers, smell the roses, and be willing to work on the foundation, on the spots that are instabilities in our life, and any areas that are no longer serving us that could cause a problem in the future for whatever we're building. We don't want that to crumble later. We don't want that tower to hit us later. So we want to be very present with the stability of our grounded foundations right now. All right, can I get a card for each direction, Great Spirit? We're going to start with the east. Oh. All right. What do we got for the south? Take them both. And what do we got, Great Spirit? You got something for us for the west. Any guidance would be much appreciated. That's the guy. Cool. And from the north, Great Spirit. That's him. I'm liking it, fam. I'm liking it. So from the east, the energy that we have is the High Priestess. And this tells me that this new beginning that we're moving into, with this sort of willingness to share our understanding and connection with Spirit, and that kind of Bhagavan Christ light that is within us, is allowing us to see through the Most High's eyes, and to really have that shaman, healer, guide, mystic energy within us that is coming to the forefront. And I'm really getting to, I can see in here the two columns on the side, one's black and one's white, and it looks like a being between polarities, very centered. And through that centered understanding and presence is what is allowing us to really step into that High Priestess energy. And that's what's leading to this new beginning here. And then the moving into the south, we have the energy of kind of like the lessons that we're going over, the kind of trips and stuff. I like to think of the south as where Coyote trips us up and makes us fall over ourselves. So it's the areas in our foundation that aren't necessarily as stable as we would like them to be, or we would need them to be, to continue moving in this spiral of ascension. So our guidance is the Chariot and Judgment. And what I'm getting from this is that it's time to make judgments on certain situations in our life, on things that people that may have done us wrong, on situations that may not have honored us. And that doesn't mean that we have to hold any kind of like negativity or heaviness or hate in our heart, but it's just knowing what energies we're going to allow in our energetic sphere, in our field, in our pokpo. And I think that that's very important moving forward. It's very important that we do not resonate and connect with energies that can lower our vibration right now. So I think that this is just saying to be strong with our judgment and with our boundaries and to take action. That's what the Chariot is here. And that means moving forward with the things that we know we need to do, with the things that excite us, with the things that make our inner child excited again. And, maybe make us nervous, maybe make us a little worried or embarrassed, or like feel those butterflies again. So being willing to call judgment on situations that are necessary and then take action towards that which lights us up is going to be how we move through the south here. And then moving from the south into the west, into the cave of the self, we have the Hermit here, which is very fitting. And that's our guidance right now from the west, is to really go within and to really sit with ourselves. And that through this internal reflection that we're doing right now is what is going to allow us to hold this light and to illuminate the path to others and to people who have gone through the same struggles and trials and tribulations as us along that journey. So that is what is really bringing that wisdom up from within us, like a spring, like a well, is really sitting with ourselves and taking that time. And through staying in that balanced connection with Spirit, calling judgment on the situations that are no longer serving us, taking action towards the things that light us up while being centered within ourself, is what is going to allow us to mature into the Ace of Pentacles. And this, my friend, what I like to think as your lottery, your dream come true, whatever your material or like physical receiving of what it is that you deserve looks like for you, an understanding of your self-worth and a reflection of that worth back to you from the universe. It's like the universe saying, yes, you're right, you do deserve that, and then giving it to you, whatever that is for you, if that's a family, if that's land, if that's being a millionaire, if that's being able to help people all over the world, if that's being able to build earth ships, if that's being able to have services where you help people on their spiritual journey. I mean, whatever that is for you, if that's playing music, if that's painting and doing art, if that is cooking for people, creating certain foods, if that's providing safe spaces for ceremony, whatever that is for you is what the conclusion of this maturation process is going to be. That's beautiful energy. Okay, spirits, I'm going to ask for a couple last messages here. We just like from the spaces of above, below, and within. So from above, we're going to get a card real quick and see what our star family, what the Star Nation has to say for us. Father Sky, the Cloud Nation, the Thunderbirds. Y'all have some guidance for us here today? There we go. Hilarious. Star Family, you're part of a team of souls. Call in support. So what this is telling me is that your soul has multi-dimensional aspects of itself that are connected to different timelines and to different lifetimes simultaneously. So there is both versions of you and connections that you have. So like helpers from other races, and also versions of you that are literally you living as another race. Multiple different places. Off the top, I'm getting Altair, the Blue Avians, Octurians, from Orion, Sirius. Yeah, that's all that's coming through right now. So that could be one of those energies possibly that's reaching out, and Venusian energy as well. So it could be, many different aspects. So I invite you to sit with yourself, to go within, do a little meditation, and see if any of these energies are reaching out to you, if you have any of this stuff coming up in your conscious awareness. What I'm getting is looking to form more of a collective consciousness with you and to work in co-creation with you on this building of your dream that's coming. So beautiful. Below, got any guidance for us? Deep earth. Nope, I'm not taking that. Said you're taking it. All right. What we got here? Every journey starts with a single step. You can see this woman here has her bags packed, and it's butterflies like exploding out of the suitcase there. And what I get from this is that this is the first step of the journey. Like everything up to this point was the prequel, was setting everything up, was learning the characters, was the prep work, that now the actual fun part of the story of the journey begins. And Spirit is asking that if we have one space within our life, one thing that could stand between us getting to our goals, where we know we're being guided, what is that is standing between us? If there's one thing that we could remove to create more space for our dreams, for miracles to come into our life, what would that be? Beautiful. And if we can, Great Spirit, from within, the guidance from you, from the oneness of ourself. Crested crane marks the center. These cards are very long, and I don't have a very good understanding on these ones yet. I've only read a couple of the cards, so these are a really, really beautiful deck, though. And it's the Alana Fairchild Medicine Heart Oracle. So I'm going to read a little bit of the card, and just wherever I'm guided to, and we'll see what it has to say. The center of the mandala is the place where all is possible. The center is the call to an evolutionary shift with steadiness and grace. A spiritual shift generates excitement, confusion, chaos, and creative freedom. This is a wild card moment on the soul path, where many new potentials and opportunities arise as if out of nowhere. It is the realm of magic, synchronicity, and the unexpected. Things may seem to be falling apart, but in a more meaningful and true way, they are really falling into place. Here we are, how fitting from within to be in our center. You're right where you need to be, family. There's no such thing as a wrong turn. All roads lead to Rome. All roads lead home, to the place that we have always been, the place which we have never left, the kingdom of heaven, eternity, bliss. The present now has and will always be here within us. The sacred, the divine is not separate from us. It is within us, through us, as us, always. It is what we are. It is what you are. I love you, family, with all of my heart. My prayers and my blessings and my love and my light and all the good things headed your way, fam.